Hey guys, it's Silver Shadow 1990 here, and let me see if I got this. That should be about good. Um, some people, a lot of people actually, wanted to know how come the quality of my videos came out real good, and what are my settings? How do I do it? I decided because of my new setup. For my old setup was a Dazzle connected to my computer by USB, and a S video cable, a universal S video cable that I used the S video part and plugged it into my Dazzle, and took the audio and plugged it into my Dazzle, and took the yellow composite and plugged it into my TV. Since my splitter, which was a video distribution amplifier, the AV plug, the AC plug, like burnt out on me, and I couldn't use it anymore, so I had to use that method. It worked out pretty okay. But since I got my Hauppauge HD PVR last month, no, 2 months ago actually, as a matter of fact, I had it since November. Some people wanted to know, like, what do I do to make my videos look so good? And I actually want to make this tutorial on showing how I do it. And this is also an update video, as to say what's going up and everything like that with Assassin's Creed, Sonic Adventure 2, and probably another game I might be doing alongside Sonic Adventure 2, since that game was short. Like, it was only like 18 to 20 parts. I can't even remember. First thing is the Hauppauge HD PVR. This is what it looks like, the front and back. In the front row, in the back, there has an optical in and out if you want to record in surround sound, an IR blaster cable, which will allow you to use this remote that comes with the Hauppauge on your TV and record like as if you were using a VCR or something. It uses a USB printer cable or FireWire cable. It has its own external power supply, so that's why, like, because this thing is really powerful. It's really good. A power button to turn on and off. The front of it has an S video in case you want to record in a composite or anything like that. But since I bought it for the HD, I'm using HD. It has an out and an in and the back. The out obviously is going to your TV. It actually comes with a set of component cables that you can actually plug into your TV, so you don't have to worry about buying any extra cords or anything like that. And this is obviously going from your Xbox 360 or Nintendo Wii. Now, for the PlayStation 3, because this does not record in 1080p, and PlayStation 3 uses HDMI cables, you have to buy a component cable for it, and that's probably going to run you about $20 or $30 wherever you get it. And you have to set it so that you're recording at 720p or 1080i, because this does not record in 1080p. Alright, next thing is the program that comes with it. It is called ArcSoft Total Media Extreme. What you want to do is you open it up and go to record video, and give me a sec here. Yeah, my computer is gonna lag for a second, that's why everything's taking so long. Alright, here we go. You can close this out because this is what I really need. And give it a sec. I got a freaking headache. In the meantime, until this loads up, Assassin's Creed will obviously not be going up tonight because it was taking way too long to render, 4 to 6 hours. Cause my computer is not that fast. Some people may consider it fast, but it's not fast to me. Like, I know I can do better. I have to use my laptop basically to do everything because my desktop is way too old and outdated. My specifications is a 4 gig RAM duo core processor. Uses an Intel something. I can't remember right now. I'm too lazy to even look it up. Are you serious? Come on. Oh god. Okay, there we go. It's taking a dear sweet time to load. Now, some people say that these are like the best things to do. I'm gonna show you basically. When you go to device settings, everything should be at default. Leave it at default because no matter what you do here, it will do nothing to the video once we have finished recording. As you can see, here's the display here. Let me move my controller for a second. And you can see it moving. Video decoder, don't worry about that. It's either going to be at NTSC-M or it's going to be on PAL something. I think PAL 60. Lines detected when it says 720, that basically means you're recording at 720p. VCR input and output enable are already like selected, so you can't unselect them. That's to help you ensure a much better quality video. Now, as you can see, it says 1280 by 720 is 60 frames per second. The default bitrate was usually at 8, but what I did was I bumped that all the way up to 13.5, which is the highest you can get recording. It may give you a gigabyte every 15 minutes, but to do all of this later, it's totally worth it. Do not use variable bitrate, because even if you put, like, let's say if you use variable bitrate and then put this at 13.5, it's gonna basically do like a smart encoding thing, like a smart bitrate quality type thing, where this could be 13.5, but since I'm recording my 360, it'll actually be 8, which was the default for it. Don't worry about that. This is for when you're recording with the Hauppauge, with like there's a light on it that you can disable, so you don't have to see that light when it blinks. It's a blue light. I decided to keep this unchecked because I like to see that light when I'm recording. That lets me know when I'm actually recording it. Luma and Chroma will automatically be set default at 3. I set those to 0, so it helps the video a bit better. For channel sources, you have to keep it on AC3 audio encoder. You can click refresh and apply. I'm going to click X because I already have those settings set like that. Another thing is, you see there's 3 settings here. There's Xbox 360, which is an MP4, AVC HD, which is a TS file, and PlayStation 3, which is M2 TS file. Now, if you clicked on MP4, you get Xbox 360. You can't change, and I agree with people on this, use PlayStation 3 even if you're playing on a 360, because it gives PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 3 format, M2 TS, gives you the best video to edit in Sony Vegas or Pinnacle Studio 12 or even Windows Movie Maker, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that because I don't use Windows Movie Maker. I use Sony Vegas. You can even set a capture duration here if you like. And like, let's say if I want to record for a minute and then I hit capture, it'll record for a minute and then stop automatically. Let's see, what else is there? After you record your video, I usually record for about 40 minutes to an hour, maybe more if possible. Let's close this out now. After you have your recording set, now it's time to deal with Sony Vegas. And give me a second here. As you can see, I have a couple of things in here already like worked out. I'm gonna open up. Let's see, what is this? This was probably be. Yeah, this one would be Sonic Adventure 2, so I'm going to use this clip of Assassin's Creed that I actually recorded. I just have to, like I said, I have to encode and render the thing. It's taking too long. As you can see, the video is almost 15 minutes, which is okay. Right off the top, when you record in 720p, you're going to see these black lines on the side. You don't want those lines. Even though like some people decide to leave them there, if you want a much better quality video, you remove them. You can either do this with, to remove them, you can use event pan crop or right click and then go to event pan, video event pan crop, and you can set it to, like I say right here, you just drag and drop, and pretty much wait right there. To make that easier on yourself, if you want to do it this way, because there's 2 methods to do this. You go to properties, or you can go to, I believe it was switches. Yeah, switches and maintain, click uncheck maintain aspect ratio, or you can, like I said, you can go to properties and do this. Now, since the Hauppauge records in 60 frames and YouTube encodes to 30 frames, you want to make sure that your project is set to 30 frames. Now, when you do this, I'm going to show you. I'm going to video. I'm going to project properties. You can just automatically right off the bat, you can choose the HDV 720p 30p. Automatically does it for you. Leave everything as is. Full resolution is best. The installation method is none. I have my audio on 48 these are all my settings right here. Feel free to copy them if you need to. I don't mind. I wouldn't be sharing this with you if I didn't want to. And then we want to start all projects with these settings, so that way when you open up Sony Vegas and you're gonna keep continuing on a video like this, then what you can do, like when you open it, it'll automatically be set to that template that you chose. I have one already here. It's called the HDPVR. Obviously, I'm gonna click OK. Oh, well, not this one, because I'm gonna click OK. Let's see, apply, then OK. Alright, now let's see. I want to find one part. Did I even... Okay, Smart Disable is still on there. Forgive me. There should be a part around here somewhere where the clip actually looks like it blurs. So if I can find said clip, said part or something. Let's see. Well, anyway, it has a slight ghosting effect if you're recording with 60 frames, and if you set Sony Vegas to the template to 30 frames in the preview box, you want to disable resamples so that the quality, it eliminates the ghosting effect. A lot of people sometimes don't do that and the video comes out blurrish. You don't want that. If you want the highest quality, the best quality in your videos, then you want to disable resample. And like I said, the event pan crop thing, you can disable the aspect ratio and choose your choose whatever. I have two actually, like this one, which you see no black bars, and I have another one which actually has very small black bars that you can't see that will box in the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to default, and I'm going to put maintain aspect ratio back on and use the second method, which is track motion. Now to do this, these boxes will enable you to either prevent scaling or not. Like right here, just drag on a corner and do that, and as you can see the video stretches out. And if I need to, just do this, and as you can see the video does that. Now I already have a preset for both the GameCube and Wii and the Xbox and PS3. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna select it, and as you can see, it's in widescreen. You don't have to worry about aspect ratio. I think this one would be easier to deal with because you don't have to uncheck the aspect ratio and the video still looks really good. Now the effects that I use, you just go to, you can either right click and go to video event effects, or choose this right here if you have this icon. And I want to go with the settings that I already have. I have a preset already, so I'm going to show you those settings. I use a color corrector, or as you can see, copy these settings if you need to, because watch this, when I uncheck this, you see how the video lightened up, and I click it back and the video, like, it looks a lot better. Sharpen, you want to reset to none, and if you probably can't see very well, it slightly sharpens it. Or if you want to try to maximize that, set it to 0.010 or 0.020, which you'll get like the best sharpen, but it may mess with the video later on. So like I said, I have mine on reset to none, which is default. And I use sometimes, if it's with the 360, then I'll use this setting. This is New Blue Video Essentials or Video Effect Detail Enhancer. Now this is a plugin that you would have to buy online. It comes in a pack. It's called Video Essentials 1, or you can quote unquote look for it for free or something like that, like do the little piracy thing. I don't condone that, but if you're only going to use like one or two effects, then feel free to look online for keygens and other things like that. Like I said, I don't promote that. Like I said, I only, like, just don't do it. If you don't if you don't feel the need to do it, don't do it. You don't have to use it. As you can see, when I uncheck that, the detail and everything is like really different. It doesn't matter whether you have this one or not. I'm just letting you know the new blue video effect takes up, like, it gives it more definition, but at the cost of rendering your video, it can make it like take a very long time to render. So I'm gonna uncheck it. Simply for the fact that if I decided to render this full video like as is, with or without my commentary, it would take about 4 hours. With Video Essential, it would take about 6 to 8 hours for a 15-minute video, which sucks. Another thing I do to help the audio quality sound a little bit better, I right click and I go to channels and I go to combine. That makes both the left and right audio become one. And on the earphone, like if you have earphones plugged and you listen to it, it sounds a lot better. You can adjust volume here with this, or you can go to right click, insert, remove envelope, volume pan, and do what you need to do. Raise or lower it. I lower my video game audio and I up my commentary audio a little bit, as I can show you right here real quick. No, I don't want to save changes to untitled. Okay, as you can see, here's my audio. Let me just zoom out a little bit there. I said, oh, I zoomed out too far. Well, as you can see, I have audio on my game turned way down and audio on my commentary up a little bit. I use Audacity to record now. It is a freeware program. You can find it on Google. Just typing Audacity on Google. That's how you spell it, in case you want to know. 1.3 beta, which I use for Windows 7, seems to be the most stable, unlike the other one, which is real crap, which was 1.2 something, which was actually a stable version. Okay, let's see. Let me just, yeah, I'll keep it there. What the hell? No, I'm not. Shoot. When you're ready to render your video, what you can do is, since I have a bunch of videos here, I could batch render. What batch rendering means is you can render all these videos in one sitting instead of having to wait for like one video and then editing another video, then editing another video. What I do is I record my video in one sitting, split it where needed, and then have each render out. Like the first one will render, then it'll say done, then it'll start on the second one immediately, and it'll render everything until everything is done. I can show how to do that right now. What I do is go to Tools, Scripting, Batch Render, give it a little second, because like I said, Audacity, Camtasia, which is the screen recorder I'm using, that's not a free thing. You have to buy that online or find like serial keys on there, which I don't condone either. I actually bought it. I go to use Main Concept AVC AAC, which seems to be the best for me. You could also use Sony AVC, but I think Main Concept AVC AAC is a little bit better. I already had a preset. What I would do is I would go to that and then go to render regions. Since I only have one render region, which would be the little green symbol here with the 1 in it, it would only give me that one video, which I don't want. So if I wanted to render, let's say, hold on, alright, if I want to render just this one thing, this one video, I go to File, Render As. Now here's the thing. Some people decide to put their, okay, let me go to default and show you. Now here you see there are a whole bunch of settings. You want to make sure it's at 29.970, because if you would have it back on 59.940, which is double NTSC, which Hauppauge records at, you'll be sitting there twice as long. So you don't want that. No. You want to, and since the Hauppauge recorded constant bitrate, I'm gonna click constant bitrate. Now they give you a setting here for 13.5 Mbps or BPS. You're gonna be getting a gigabyte every 15 or so minutes or so. That takes quite a while to upload to YouTube unless you have very good internet, and I don't. For me, it's 100 megabytes an hour. So yeah, what I do is I go with 4. Now with 4, I get 400 to 500 megabyte video size file for a 15 to 20 minute video. And give me a second. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Make sure constant bitrate is at 4. Some people say put it at the same as you record the Hauppauge to ensure there's no blur or anything like that. Well, like I said, I use this and my videos come out looking very well. This is automatically set to 128. I bumped that to 192. Project settings, you want to use best. If you hear my dog in the background, I apologize for that, guys. He's being a really whiny kid right now, and he's just gonna have to wait a minute. I already have a preset, and a 15-minute video for me with only 2 effects, the color corrector and the sharpen, would only take about 2 hours. 2 hours tops on a computer that's running 4 gig memory of RAM. Once you're done, just upload to YouTube and enjoy. I hope that I explained everything as thorough as possible. I actually am running out of time because I have something else planned to do tonight, and yeah. Take care, everybody. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Hope you got what you needed out of it and what to do. And I will just see you in Assassin's Creed or Sonic Adventure 2. Check my channel out for a calendar at the bottom of the page to show what days I'll be uploading which game. So yeah, in case you're wondering like what days I'll be uploading what, just check. I have a little calendar on the left hand bottom corner. Just check that out. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Take care, everybody.